Welcome back, everyone, to Beer versus Beer. Today, I've got another German duel to go through with you. Today, we've got a return. So this is the second time in a row that I've had a returning beer, and both times they were Weihenstephaner. So last time, Corbinian made its second appearance in these battles, and today we're going to do the Weihenstephaner Hefeweissbier Dunkel. So it's a dark Hefeweizen, or dark wheat beer. And then we've got Erdinger Weissbier Dunkels. Both come in at 5.3%. Both are from Bavaria. Erdinger comes from Erding, and Weihenstephaner, of course, is near Munich in a little a town close by called Freising. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I had to go. I know I should use the same glass, but I can't drink a Weihenstephaner beer not out of the Weihenstephaner glass that I have. I need to get better glassware. I know this. Anyway, now I don't know which way this one's going to go. And I'm going to say that because I've actually had Erdinger Weissbier Dunkels several times. And I remember being very surprised at how much I liked it. I could be mistaken, but I get the sense that I think Erdinger, I think they're Weissbier. So they specialize in wheat beers, in Weissbiers. So, but I don't know if I've ever had their regular, like, light colored Weissbier, the regular Weissbier. I've heard other people say that it's really not much to speak of anyway. But I tell you, when I had this the first time, I was like, whoa, I did not expect that. It tasted so good. And I've had a number of Dunkels Weissbiers, so including, I forgot to do the little thing. I don't think I can get that out now. A little bit out. Forgot to do my little rotation thing. Anyway, I've had several. I've had the Weihenstephaner, I've had the Erdinger, I've had obviously the Andex, which lost to the Weihenstephaner. Show you these bottles real quick. I really need to get better lighting. I can't seem to find a way to get the lighting right in here. I don't even like recording in this location, to be honest, but I got to make do with what I have available. Anyway, well, one thing, the great news is, look at these heads. Right now we've got like over 4 fingers on Weihenstephaner and 3 fingers after a long time of sitting there on the Erdinger. And to me, that's a beautiful thing. But as you can see, even though this glass is thicker, the Erdinger is much darker, dunkler. So this you can still kind of see, and of course they're both cloudy, but you almost can't tell that on the. I'm looking for very bottom. You can kind of get some brown. It looks almost black. Whereas this is sort of like just a really dark amber, very deep, like brownish orange kind of color. So they are very different indeed in their presentation. All right, I think we can go ahead and start because I have much less of the Erdinger anyway. I'm excited about this. These are 2 of my favorite beers. And let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do a within the same brand comparison. Because sometimes I don't know if I like dark or lighter Weissbiers more. I tend to like dark beers, and I tend to like Weissbiers. So you'd think dark Weissbier would be my jam. But I'm not so sure that's actually the case. But I don't know. I do enjoy them, especially the Erdinger. So anyway, I'm very intrigued to see how this one goes because I have no idea who's going to win this battle. I mean, it's just a deep, rich, malty smell. It's not exactly like a Doppelbock, but it gives me reminiscent notes. Because I almost smell, it's like a lighter version where I almost smell the, like the dates and dark fruits, that kind of thing. Very sweet smelling on the aroma. This smells much more like a triple or something, which is interesting. Lighter smell, smells more like a traditional, like light Weissbier, like a Weissbier Hell. Much more of that banana and clove. This one is a deep, rich malt. Like, I don't even know if I could tell that this was a Weissbier. If you asked me to smell it, I would have guessed it was some sort of really like light Doppelbock. Whereas this, I can kind of tell. Because it's got that stronger banana clove note thing going on. Alright, anyway, let's get right to it. There's a lot of head on that. It's good. It's good, fairly light body. I think I said that last time, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I said lighter, more typical banana notes, at least in my written journal. I take notes in a journal after I do these videos to kind of quickly jot down some of the major points. I'm not getting as much flavor on this as I usually do. Kind of confused. It's not what I remember because I've had this several times, and every time I was like, "Whoa, this is so good." It's because I sat and yapped too long and it got too warm. No, the flavor is very good, but for some reason it tastes a little watered down today. Like literally watered down. It could be the mouthfeel. It's very smooth, but the flavor is very good. Again, I don't think I would know that this was a Weissbier if it didn't say on the label. But it's still very good. Yeah, again, it reminds me of like a slightly more roasty Doppelbock, but with a light body. I know I'm sort of mixing notes there, but it's very good. It's just, it doesn't taste like a Weissbier. Okay. This is tough almost because they're so different. I like them for different reasons. It's not even like, oh, these have similar notes, but I like this version better. It's like I just get different notes. Much more banana clove on the Weihenstephaner. So, yeah. Again, a little bit of like triple vibes. I don't know why I keep using triples and quads as comparisons for German beers. It seems a little strange, but I think it's mostly because of the sort of like sort of a background flavor that stays as the finish. Gives me a little bit of like Belgian vibes. It's like a high-pitched, sharp but steady, lingering, not quite bitterness, like a not quite sourness, but almost metallic-y kind of note. But I actually really enjoy it. So this is tough. I expected it to be tough. Wow. I know, guys. This is difficult. I think it might be one of those things where it might depend on the mood I'm in for which flavor I would prefer in that moment. But I think I've got a winner. Now to go with Weihenstephaner. And this was not a setup. I actually thought Erdinger really had a good shot. And again, I have had this several times, this Erdinger, and this was it always blew me away before. It seems to be underperforming today, and I don't know why that could be. Now it does say all natural bottle fermented, so maybe, no, I had this in my fridge for a long time. I tend to store beers that I plan to compare and just leave them until I'm ready to film. And this has been sitting there a long time, but I would think that would make it better. So unless this one actually is better, more fresh, like most beers are, when I hear bottle fermented, I tend to think, oh, actually sitting's good for it, but maybe not. It wasn't bad. It's still very good, but I'm just surprised. It's not the taste I remember. But no, it's still very good. No complaints. But yeah, this just, especially if I'm doing it for this style, again, I can tell this is a Weissbier. Can't really tell that's a Weissbier. But yeah, I'm going to give it to Weihenstephaner this time. And yeah, more dark roasted, more banana clove, a little bit lighter body actually, even though it's darker. The body itself is lighter, probably lighter carbonation, although I really can't tell. It tastes a little bit watery, but it's good. Yeah, but Weihenstephaner for the win again. I think Weihenstephaner is sort of proving that it's objectively my favorite brewery. It just keeps winning everything. I don't know if it's lost yet. I've had it in a comparison. I don't know. I don't think it has. But it's kind of funny because I think when I first encountered Weihenstephaner, it was many, many years ago, but I wasn't familiar with it. I was familiar with other German beers, and I was like, oh, what is this thing? Oh, oldest brewery, is it really? And I sort of had like an attitude about it, like, oh, it's probably like their equivalent of Budweiser or something, so it's probably not good, it's just popular. You know, I sort of blew it off, like I didn't want to like it. I don't know if it was the color of the banner, I don't know. It was something about when I first saw it at a German restaurant that kind of blew it off. I think I was also very much into Schneiderweisse because of that experience I've told you guys about. And but man, once I started getting into Weihenstephaner beers, just every time, it's a winner. You literally just can't go wrong with any of their beers. So yeah, it is what it is. So take care, and we'll see you next time.